Right now, there are hundreds of workers with disabilities in South Carolina, and they make less than the federal minimum wage. There's a push, though, to end that, and it's picking up steam at the State House. The end of the legislative session, though, is very near. Our Jason Raven has more.
Well, the joint resolution passed the Senate unanimously last year, and it got approval from the full House Labor, Commerce, and Industry Committee last week. And with 6 full days left in the legislative session, advocates are making a push to get this into law. According to various advocacy groups, there are more than 1,000 South Carolinians with disabilities making less than $7.25 an hour. Subminimum wage pay is currently allowed under federal law. Employers can apply for a waiver to pay certain employees less than the federal minimum wage based on the perceived impact the employee's disability has on their ability to perform the job.
And so we do have people making $2 an hour. Some are making $1.25 an hour in our state. And
the joint resolution passed by the Senate would prohibit the use of Section 14C of the Fair Standards Act of 1938 to pay these wages. Advocates say everyone with a disability who wants to work should be making at least minimum wage.
Ending subminimum wage for people with disabilities means that we have an equal opportunity, just like non-disabled people, to be paid what we're worth.
Now, some lawmakers have expressed concerns about unintended consequences with the legislation. Representative Bart Blackwell of Aiken County is on the LCI committee. He stressed the importance of making sure the transition is done right. Now, the joint resolution would establish a statewide task force responsible for coming up with a 2-year plan for employers and workers to phase out subminimum wage.
So that's what the task force is going to have to look at over the course of the next 2 years to figure out what the best approach is to phase out the subminimum wage and still provide for those individuals that so much want to work and can make a contribution, just maybe not to the level that the employer can justify paying them a minimum wage.
The prohibition on subminimum wage would not go into effect until August 2024 if this bill is signed into law this year. In Columbia, Jason Raven, 7 News.
Able SC is saying some organizations have already begun to phase out subminimum wage pay contracts.